When I first started teaching upper grades, I was told that some BEGLAD strategies may be too elementary for my students. But here's what I've learned. When we share the research behind these strategies, students begin to understand why they work. And when students understand the why, they engage at a whole new level. It's about treating students like young adults while making learning as effective as possible. Don't be afraid to share the research and reasoning with your students, just as you would with your colleagues, so they understand the why behind what you're asking them to engage with. Take pictorial input charts, for example. I tell my students, I know you could look this up on your phone in 5 seconds, but instead, I'm going to build the visual with you. Why? Because research shows that watching the movement of my hand as I draw creates an imprint on the frontal cortex of your brain, helping you retain information more effectively. This is why it's so important to keep your attention on this chart while we build it together. We are breaking the information into meaningful chunks, and that process is key to learning. Treating students as young adults. Respect is key. And that's why students may be allowed to sit in chairs or stand instead of sitting on the floor as they get older during activities like the pictorial or the narrative input charts. I still explain the importance of being close to the chart because proximity helps reinforce understanding. Using technology to empower learning. Technology is an incredible tool, but it should be used to accelerate and transform learning, not just cut corners. When we integrate technology in ways that enhance comprehension and engagement, students begin to see it as a meaningful resource, not just a shortcut. Try integrating technology by having students find more resources for your charts, like videos, images, or websites to extend the learning. Ask a student to look up the ASL sign for keywords. The possibility for learning extension and transformation are endless. Let's see this in action. We had completed this graphic organizer input chart yesterday. We're going to come and revisit this chart. One of the things I'm going to have you do is actually come closer to the chart. Now I know you're used to, sitting in your chairs at your desk, so I'm going to invite you to come closer to the chart so that you can actually get the information and retain it more. And the reason that we are coming closer to the chart is research shows that when you are closer to the chart, it actually helps you remember the information more. It also shows that I know you could pull up a chart right on the internet, on your phone, or on a tablet, but creating it together actually helps us retain the information, because when I am writing the information on the chart and showing you those visuals, it actually creates almost like a tattoo in the frontal cortex of your brain. Everyone touch your brain right here. This is the frontal cortex of your brain. And so it actually helps you retain the information better. So what I'm gonna have you do is, when I give you the signal word, which is Antarctica, everyone make the fist for the letter A, we're gonna do Antarctica. When I give you that signal word, I'm gonna have you come closer to the chart, and you can bring your chair or you can stand. I'll have some people standing on the side if you prefer to stand. And I'm gonna have you come closer to the chart so that you are able to access the information and retain it better, which means remember it better. Okay, everyone ready? So the signal word is Antarctica. Everyone say it with me, Antarctica. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take some time to process this information. So you might be thinking, I don't really want to talk to other people about this. This is really to make sure that you are retaining the information, remembering the information. You guys ready? I'm gonna give you the signal word. You're gonna turn and share that information with your partner. Here we go. Say it with me, Antarctica. Antarctica. Go ahead and turn and begin those discussions. By treating students with respect, explaining the why, and using technology tools in meaningful ways, we create classrooms where the learning sticks. Because when a student understands the process, they take ownership of their education. And that's where real growth happens.